Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and catchfence.com. Air blocking became a big topic last weekend after Kyle Larson was describing it. Can you take us through the nuances of that? And if you're the lead guy, you have to have a huge advantage with that technique. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's way bigger with this car than it was the old car. This car's 30% worse. They were supposed to make it 30% better. That didn't happen. Who was it? It was look back to the race at was it Kansas? Was it Logano and Harvick when Harvick ran up to Logano and then Logano just air blocked him and couldn't pass him, and so there was that race, which that was the old car, wasn't it? So I mean, it happens always in anything. Trucks are that way. Those guys are doing it somewhat, but these cup cars are really bad for that. You literally just wherever you go off in the corner, and if you can watch your mirror and drive out front well enough, then you can just kind of like let your car go where it needs to go in order to air block that guy behind you. So I was doing that a little bit with Larson at the end of the first stage, just to try to hold him back some. Like I wasn't necessarily air blocking him. I was more so trying to confuse him of where I was running, because I wouldn't run the same line every time going back to the next end of the racetrack. Like I'd run high one lap, I'd run middle one lap, I'd run high, I'd run low. Like I just kept mixing it up. I wasn't necessarily air blocking, but I would say Kyle is really good at it. Joey's really good at it. Joey's really good at it running 12th. Not for the lead. Briscoe last week was an absolute disaster with guys trying to do it and pulling slide jobs and everything else. But, you try to do it as much as you can when you know you got somebody you got to hold off.
And real quick on moving the restart zone at COTA.
What'd they do? I don't know.
Back to turn 20.
Back to turn, okay.
So basically, coming around the last cornering before you go up the hill.
Uh-huh. So it's not going into the last corner, it's coming out, it's back to the old restart zone, is that or it's before the turn?
Before the turn.
So it's like Indy was last year?
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. Yes. Anything to give us more separation before Calamity Corner of turn 1 would certainly be beneficial with the group of crazies that we have.